Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will start with another method. When you have sines x means you have an equation, any equation d naught p naught, this type, and in this type of equation, as I told you, if your q is equal to 0, this is a homogeneous equation. If your q is not equal to 0, it means it is a non-homogeneous equation. As we have done in our last video, q can be exponential function, q can be a sine, cos, and logarithmic, etc. function. So in the last video, we have already done when q is exponential function. In this video, we will done when there is a sine or cos function. Then how you can find a particular integral in this case. As we know, we have to find complementary function same as, but we have to go with a particular integral whenever there is q is not equal to 0. So if you have a sine x and cos x like this, so what we have to do in this case, we have to replace our d square is minus a square. Simply we have to replace d square is minus a square. It does not mean that we will replace d by a. No. Only d square is replaced by minus a square. So if this is not equal to 0, this is your solution. On the other hand, if in the case f of minus a square equal to 0, then what we will do? We will multiply this equation by x, then find a derivative. After finding a derivative, we will again put d square by minus a square. So the things are moving on. If again, suppose that we are doing here, it is x, suppose we get a value f of minus a square, f dash minus a square. Now again, suppose if this is equal to 0, then what we will do? Then again we will multiply with x, and again we will find derivative with respect to t. Then again we will re-substitute the value of d square is replaced by minus a square. So this is the case how we have to go the further. So for this we will start with one question. Suppose the question is y triple dash minus 4. I would want to repeat it again. So it is y triple dash, then there would be a y double dash plus 4y dash minus 4y sine 3x. Suppose this is an equation. In this equation, as we know, this is a trigonometric function. So firstly what we will do, we will write it down this equation in a symbolic form. So how should we write it down in a symbolic form? So its symbolic form can be written as, it is d cube d square 4d 4y sine 3x. Now we have to write it down, but we have to write it down auxiliary equation. What is its auxiliary equation? How can we write it down auxiliary equation? It can be written d cube d square 4d minus 4 is equal to 0. We have to find the roots. How can we find the roots? Again, if you want to replace it by m, we can easily replace. Otherwise, we can find the root as it is. So it is d square d minus 1 plus 4 d minus 1 equal to 0. So it should be d minus 1 d square plus 4 is equal to 0. What are the root? Root can be d equal to 1, or we know that d square plus 4 equal to 0. It means d square equal to minus 4. It means d equal to root minus 4. How can we take it out? Plus minus 2 iota. So it is plus minus 2 iota. As we have already done, how can we write it down? Its solution. Then it can be written as C1e 1 root x. This is a complex root. 0 plus minus 2 iota. This is E0x C2 cos 2x plus C3 sin 3x. So now further we will find its particular integral. How can we find its Particular integral 1 over f of d square simply means that 1 over this thing, like 1 by d cube minus d square, then plus 4d minus d sine 3x. As we know, d square is replaced by minus a square. What is the a? It is a 3 square. It means minus 9. So it should be, how can I write it down? D square into d minus d square as it is. Sorry, here is a 1. So if we want to replace it, it is minus 9d minus minus 9 4d minus 1 sine 3x. So minus 9d plus 4d minus 5d. Further, it is a minus minus plus. Plus 9, then plus 9, then minus, it is a plus 9. I have to check a statement again. It is a 4. Sorry. It is a 4. Plus 9 minus 4, it is 5 sine 3x. So again 5 is taken as a common. What we will get from here? We can write it down 1 minus d sine 3x. Now we know that we can replace d square by minus a square. But I told you d is not replaced by a. So we have to rationalize it. So if we will rationalize, how can we rationalize? 1 plus d is multiply. 1 plus d is divide. Sine 3x. So again, here identity is applicable. This is a minus b. A plus b is what? A square minus b square. So it is 1 by 5, 1 minus d square, 1 minus d. It's a minus or plus? It's a plus. Then this would be a sine 3x. Again, d square is replaced by minus 9. So it is 1 plus d, 5, 1 plus 9, sine 3x. Minus minus got a plus. So it is 5 into 10. 1 by 50, 1 plus d, sine 3x. The equation arises, how could we solve it? Simply 1 by 50, 1 into sine 3x, sine 3x. What is a d? D is derivative with respect to x. So it means d sine 3x. So it is 1 by 50 sine 3x plus 3 cos 3x. This is the value of the particular integral. So how can we move further? This is particular integral. This is our complementary function. So its complete solution can be given by simply ex, then c2 cos 2x plus c3 sin 3x 1 by 50 sin 3x plus 3 cos 3x. So thank you very much.